Hi.
I'm Joshua Simon.
I'm Kennedy Sung.
I'm Sam Joe.
And we are
The SG Boys.
That little gay podcast from Singapore.
Subscribe and find us on Instagram at The SG Boys.
This episode of The SG Boys contains references to suicide. Listener discretion is advised.
At the time of recording, today is the 31st of March, 2021. And it's Kennedy's birthday. Woo! Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday. We should sing him a song.
Okay,
Let's do it. Let's harmonize.
We do it with a diva twist.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Pick your diva.
Pick my diva.
Yeah. Like Snatch Game edition.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I think I want to do Christina. Obviously.
Wow, she's
I'll try.
reaching.
I'll
Okay.
try.
Okay.
Is it too early? I haven't warmed up though. I just need to.
Sorry.
I need to like. Ande Felice. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Kennedy, you ready? Happy birthday, Kennedy.
Find the notes in.
Yes. I feel like.
Wow.
Where are my background singers? I feel like that went to Patti LaBelle territory.
Wow.
But happy birthday, Kennedy. You're how young?
24.
Fuck you.
Well, to honor God Meek, I'm going to do a Paris Hilton one.
Awesome.
Happy birthday to you, gorge, so beyond,
That's hot.
so hot, sliving, that's hot, yeah,
I'm rich.
Scott Storch,
Stars are blind.
this is Liz,
I'm a DJ.
and a podcast host.
You know, I'm starting to get the feeling like this is like more for you guys than me. No, but I mean, okay, but yeah, thank you. But when I woke up this morning, I was like, which happy birthday rendition should I hear? And I went to hear the Marilyn Monroe one because she sang it for President Kennedy.
Right.
Yeah, oh, she did.
Where she was super sexual. She was like, happy birthday, Mr. President.
Lana Del Rey did a take on that as well.
Happy birthday to you. Because she was like very sensual and she was obviously slightly drunk. So
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
I actually feel like out of the renditions we just did, that was the best one.
Yeah. Yes. I'll have to concede.
The one that he sang for himself. Oh my goodness. So once again,
because I did it for myself, you guys did it for yourselves, what?
24, that's 2-4. Wow, that's like 6 years before you reach 30.
I'm quite nervous because it's 1 year until I die as a twink.
Oh?
Apparently, someone told me that twinks die at 25. It's like Christmas log cake. After 25, nobody won already.
No.
I'm kidding. Obviously, that was quite an ageist joke. But,
I feel very attacked. I feel very attacked.
But do you identify as a twink?
Okay, today's not about me, it's about you, Kennedy.
Kennedy, how are you going to be celebrating your birthday?
Actually, a lot of the partying and a lot of the all the high energy stuff, I usually prefer to get it out of the way before the actual birthday. The actual birthday is like usually quite reflective. I'm so indulgent. I had a birthday month.
Wow.
Like the whole of March, I was really partying and going for a lot of brunches and like free flow alcohol brunches and things like that.
And Lavo.
We don't give them the free plug. I have two other very close friends who have birthdays in March, so we decided to celebrate together. So that's what I've been doing. Those are the high energy things. Today it was more muted. I took time off work, even though I'm catching up a lot on school deadlines and stuff, but I still feel very well rested. On my birthday, I like to take stock of like how my year was and give a phrase to kind of describe what is the next era.
Ooh, have you picked one?
Yeah, I have actually. So for 24, on my Instagram post, I kind of talked about how all my life I've always plunged myself into narratives that were not my reality. Because I'm always constantly like, I missed out on my 19-year-old days. I never did the underage chalets thing and everything. And I was always like in my head about it. I think moving forward, my motto now is cherishing the now. And it's not really in that spirit of indulgence. It's just more of like, I always feel like all my life, I've always been chasing like narratives to escape from something. I'm realizing that I hate a lot of things that I was either born into, a lot of circumstances that surround me. And more often than not, sometimes I let that seep into self-hatred. I want to put a stop to it because I don't want that self-hatred to seep into a hatred for the people that love me. And because, I've been going through some personal things, as you guys know, and I think that this year I really want to take care of myself, make the people who can love me proud of me. Yeah, that's what I'm focusing on.
But if we give you like candles right now on a cake, and when you blow, as you do,
what would I?
Yeah,
What would I be
when you
thinking?
close your eyes and when you huff in, what
my
goes
wish
through your mind?
So this year it was a very tangible thing. I was like, please get job conversion in my internship in May.
Aww.
Because I only have 1 year left in uni, and so that's really stressing me out. I mean, uni life is coming to a close and it's time to start looking for a job.
All right, so now you got this podcast. Prospective employers, Kennedy needs a job. This is our official plug for Kennedy's birthday, and the best birthday present you can give him is a job conversion.
Please don't go on my LinkedIn yet. I haven't beefed it up yet.
LinkedIn.com/
Next.
Kennedy CY lah. Those are all your handles.
Well, I don't feel worried at all. I actually think Kennedy has great energy today.
It's the BDE, not big dick energy, but maybe
Birthday
that I wouldn't
energy.
know, but B-day energy.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
And earlier on, he was talking about his relationship with the things that he wants and the things that he has, right? He's always chasing these narratives, which is, I should be doing this, or I should have this by now, or these are the things to aspire for. And this is what I have. Right now, I'm just going to focus on what I have. And that's good.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not to say that you shouldn't have any dreams. I mean, it's still important to have goals and dreams. It's just, personally for me, I did it at the expense of... That's why I said nostalgia was a disease for me. Because I'd be so caught up in issues of the past and matters of the past, and it was very fun to indulge in them. But I think it comes at the expense of my well-being and the people around me. And so that's why I want to have a more healthy relationship with my past and focus on what I have now and just build something for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be very scary to linger on too much in the past as well as the future. It's good to set goals. It's good to reflect. But the moment you're existing in that space for too long, you get trapped in it, and then you lose grip of the present that's happening right now.
I think it's important to be sentimental, but I think it was just really, I was obsessive over narratives in my life that I have to accept that they're not there or they've passed, and just see it for what it is instead of always looking through terrible situations in the past with rose-colored lenses. Yeah.
Okay. You know,
He basically I just liked your post on IG. That was all in the caption. All the hashtags and key phrases with their rose-colored lenses. Nostalgia is a disease.
he brought it to life on this podcast.
Basically, what Kennedy is trying to say is follow him on Instagram at Kennedy CY. Thank you very much.
There's no answer.
Happy birthday.
Well, actually,
Mr. President.
on that note, today, knowing that it's his birthday, I went to his Instagram, and for the first time, I went all the way down. Like, I scrolled through Kennedy's profile, and I learned so
Stalk him.
I just learned so much about him because I got to see him in secondary school. You know, him playing, I think, tennis or is it badminton?
Oh, it was tennis in school. Yeah, no, the thing is, I treat it as a personal diary, and that's why as much as you said, you've seen a lot of things along the way. Actually, there's a lot of things I archived also.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, like when I decided to publish the 377 Bay video, I was fearing for the safety of my friends actually over myself. So I actually went to archive a lot of the photos I have with friends and the photos that I tagged them in.
That's what social media is only, right? Just glimpses of your life. That's it. You can expound on it.
So what do you
further.
learn about me?
No, it was just nice to see that reel of Kennedy, and you see him grow through the years.
Or literally physically grow.
Physically grow, and the captions that he writes, some things are consistent, some things are like, whoa, this is how he viewed life then, and this is how he views life now. It's just so much personality. Go show some love to Kennedy's Instagram account. Once again, the handle.
Oh my god, I don't want to make it sound like this. Like this is like plugging my Instagram. I just literally
It's
just
your
thought this.
birthday.
I know, but I thought this way today. It doesn't mean I want to plug my Instagram. But if you really want to go and see, okay, like to reference whatever I just
If
said.
you no choice, really just curious, then okay lor.
Just
come
stalk
follow
him
me
lor.
lor.
Okay, it's
Might
not
as
that.
well.
I want to Kennedecy. That's Kennedy CY. It's on Instagram. Yeah.
Do you get self-conscious when other people praise you or sing happy birthday and stuff like that? Because I know a lot of people feel that way. I don't like it when people sing the birthday song. I know we just threw it upon him,
What?
but I like singing for other people, but I don't like people singing for me, like especially the birthday song. I get everyone's eyes are on you.
Self-conscious.
Everyone's looking at your smile. Everyone's just like, attention's all on you. I get really scared. So I just don't like having the birthday
Really,
cake.
man?
Or,
Joshua Simon's so shy, man.
I'm actually a lot more shy than I come off.
I think some people have a natural reaction to compliments, right, and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, until I got called out for it. So when I was in JC, I think someone was like, "Oh wow, you're really cute," and I just rolled my eyes.
Whoa!
No,
So
no,
your
but
reaction-
it was totally instinctive. Like,
Right.
I was like, but then she was like, do you just roll your eyes when I complimented you? So like now I'm just like, I try to control these instinctive things. So even if I feel like a bit uncomfortable, I'll just be like, okay, thank you. Like I appreciate the sentiment, because I don't want the person to feel like they made a wrong decision or like, because at the end of the day, it's from a good place.
It can be hard sometimes because you feel like you don't deserve the compliment or
What's with this imposter syndrome thing?
no, I mean I definitely feel that, For sure.
Okay.
When someone compliments me, because I spent so much of my life putting myself down. So when someone compliments me, I feel like it's to set up something else. Or if you're going to say this now, then you're probably not going to say this tomorrow or the day after. So I'd rather not take it.
But Josh, you're so precious.
Oh, stop it. See, even this is like, okay. What? Samjo, you disagree, is it?
Yeah, I don't have a problem
You
with
and your
compliments.
pink
Bring it
coat.
on.
Your pink
The
raincoat.
compliment.
How has birthdays been for you, Samjo?
I love birthdays. That's how I came to be. I think birthdays are like an opportunity to celebrate you being present in this world and being alive. Kind of like Kennedy, on my birthday, I usually like take stock of my life. Especially when I hit 30. Oh boy, that was rough. Not just as a young person having to let go of his 20s, but as a gay guy.
Essentially, like 30 is like what they would describe as over the hill.
You know how there's
Yeah,
that famous
but-
scene in Queer as Folk, if you watched it?
Yeah,
and
when Brian was celebrating and
his
yeah.
30th
See, I know
birthday.
things.
Yeah, his 30th birthday, and it was funeral themed, and they had a coffin laid out for him and everything. Obviously, it's very inauspicious, but I think a huge part of the gay community like places a lot of premium on youth.
It's currency. It's sexual currency. It's social currency.
Yeah, I used to love birthdays a lot, but as I got older, 21, woo, I'm an adult finally, and then it's like 24, 25, 26, and it's like, fuck, adulting is real and it's rough. And then, oh my god, bye-bye 20s. And I'm like, where the fuck did all the time go? Then birthdays started becoming like a bittersweet affair. So it went from like, woohoo, I'm gonna party, to like, oh my fuck, no, I mean, I'm gonna lay low. I'm just gonna have like, the Hai Di Lao people, don't come, don't sing the song. Yeah, right. I think that's what you're referring to when you said you can't stand people, especially strangers in the restaurant, realizing like how old you are. And then they see the number on your cake. Oh, wow, 3 candles. But I still, you know what? I've come to peace with it. And
Good.
I think I was really dreading turning 30. And then when I finally did, and now I'm 32, going on 33, I'm like, I tell myself I'm at peace with it because I have to be, right? Like, that's something that we can't go back in time. Time is linear, at least as we know it right now.
I don't know why, when you say as we know it right now, it sounds like you're hoping for time travel or,
might
or
be.
to revive
There might be some fourth dimension.
to reverse like your
sci-fi
like
shit.
time or something.
You never
Apple,
know.
figure it out.
I think birthdays got bittersweet, and in fact they sucked for a bit, and especially when I was turning 30, I was like, ugh. But now I'm kind of like, the fact that, you're still of a certain age, you still have this life, like and I've said so many times before, just make the most of it. And I think that's what birthdays are about. It's really to celebrate you being here. For I know I'm going to be 40, I'm going to be looking back, I'm like, what the fuck did I do with my 30s? What about you, Josh?
So I'm quite the opposite with you, Samjo, where for the past couple of years, birthdays have been really tough for me because, so I've never really talked about this, and I don't mean to like bring this mood down or anything. A couple of years ago, I was struggling really bad with my mental health, and I picked a date on my calendar to kill myself. I have never talked about this openly or with some of my friends, but I actually picked my birth date. And I booked a flight to Tokyo because I was going to do it in Tokyo. I went to see a therapist, I got better, and I had a very quiet birthday when I actually had the birthday. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm still here. So I went for a jog at midnight and it started raining. And then I just like ran in the rain. It was like a really fun, brilliant, like free-spirited moment. Because it's midnight, right? And it's like crazy downpour and I'm just running in the rain. And I just felt so happy that I'm still here. So that was my birthday from a couple of years ago. And then last year I turned 30. So I thought, okay, at this time I'm going to have my big party. I'm going to organize everything. And then coronavirus.
Miss Rona.
Miss Rona stepped in. So I ended up doing a really adorable house party with a couple of my friends. And then all of us tried to sing happy birthday at the same time. And the sync was off, because you're doing virtual. So it was a happy. So it was really fun. And it ended up just being a whole bunch of my friends. They just started talking about like me, like things that I'm proud about you, Josh, is this, or like where I hope you'll be and all that kind of stuff. So it was a really nice, intimate gathering of people where we were just talking. So that was like one of the best birthdays, which was last year, ironically, when I turned 30. Nothing fancy or anything, but it was nice. Did you guys get gifts last year where people sent you guys stuff at your door?
Yeah, because it was circuit breaker. It was one of those
It was
circuit
so
breaker birthdays.
fun.
Oh my god, means your birthday coming up already.
My birthday is 19 June, so it's like first day of phase 2, if I'm not wrong. So it was great. I went out, had a dinner, but it was only 5 people.
Okay.
So I had
But
to be selective.
before we move on, thank you for sharing that with us, Josh.
Yeah.
Like that part. And I'm glad that you're still here with us.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to you being here with us for a long, long time.
Thank you.
Likewise, aren't you glad you stuck around for your 30th birthday? How fun was that? But can we go back? I'm sorry, can we just revisit that? So what actually made you not do it when you were in Japan?
So I went to see a therapist, and so the ultimatum that I gave myself was, if I don't get better, this is what's going to happen. So I picked the date on my calendar, June 12th. If I don't get better by June 12th, I'm going to go to Tokyo. I'm going to kill myself. Like, that was the plan, right? And I went to see a therapist. It just felt nice to talk about a lot of the things that I kind of bottle up, because doing radio, being part of the sort of the media industry, I play up the entertainer side a lot, where the moment the mic's in my hand, like there was this one moment where I had the worst day of my life, and that same night I had to host and judge a drag show, and I also had to host a sort of like a girls' night out thing for our radio station. And I remember picking up the mic and then like, everyone toast to this, and we're like, cheers, yeah, everyone's like happy, and I'm like smiling, and then I could feel the tears starting to come up already. So I just quickly like, have a great night, everyone. Then I passed the mic back to the sound guy, and I ran to the toilet, and I just burst into tears, where I had to do that a lot every night on radio, where each talk set, I'd be like, hey, we're going to talk about this. And then once the mic is off, I just crumble, right? So it was like over and over and over every single night. This was my job, right? Turning up. And even with my friends, I think I am also very self-conscious about opening up too much, because I don't want to come off too sad, or I don't want to like feel like I'm always in that space. I want to show them that I'm better now, I'm recovered, so I don't want to show them that I'm still figuring it out. Having that therapist was incredible for me. And then I went to Bali, and I had this beautiful moment where I woke up to this swimming pool just right outside of my door, right? A villa situation. And I just sat in the water, and I just started talking to myself. We talked about this before, about how sometimes I talk to myself, right? So I talked to myself, and I just said, like, I'm just so grateful that you're still here. We haven't figured it out yet, but you're still here. I'm still here. And we're here to just enjoy the sun on the skin, the water right now. And then like I took my clothes off, and I was naked, and I was like, if there was someone else here, you'd feel embarrassed, you'd feel shy, you'd be ashamed of your body. But there's no one here, it's just me and you. So just dance, swim, because it's your body and you're alive. And I just started crying while I'm talking to myself with this very firm voice. It was like a parent voice in me, right? And I started saying, you remember this, okay? I will be the one to hold your hand to your grave. That's it, no one else. No matter whether you date someone, you don't date someone, whether you're friends, no friends, whatever, maybe it's you and I all the way through. So let's just live and see where life takes us, and that's it. You and I are good. So that was it. So it was that moment where everything kind of turned around for me. And then in June, I did go to Japan, and I did have a great time. I met up with my friends and stuff. So that was nice.
That's great. I'm so glad that happened.
Woo! Sorry, that was a lot. I didn't know I was going to share all that.
No, that was
I'm
great.
happy you shared it,
Yeah.
and I think it's important, like, now you're comfortable sharing it because, you've been through the work, you've done the work with therapy and everything.
I cannot stress how integral therapy has been for me, how life-changing it's been. I know the initial fear is, it's going to cost this much and everything. Save up, work towards it, find just try. So each of us have very different takes on birthdays, right? We celebrate our existence, that we're still here, and hopefully we can keep doing that, right? Just a stock take. Samjo, June 19th.
If you can't remember, I share my birthday with the great Paula Abdul.
Straight up now, tell me, are you really gonna love me forever? Am I caught in a hit and run?
The great, legendary Paula Abdul, ladies and gentlemen, June 19th.
Well, you also share a birthday with Zoe Saldana, actress.
I do.
Yeah. Boris Johnson.
Fuck that, okay.
Whoa. So
Going
UK
down
listeners,
south. Down south.
And Macklemore.
I love Macklemore.
Okay.
Macklemore.
So who do I know I'm very close to Mariah, but it's not the same birthday as Mariah. Who do I share a birthday
You
with?
wish it was Mariah.
March 31st.
Yes.
Kennedy, you share a birthday with actor Ewan McGregor. From Moulin Rouge, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, Star Wars. Yeah.
We've all established that Kennedy has not watched Moulin Rouge,
You're
which
gonna
is
revoke my fucking gay
a
card. Revoke it now.
travesty.
The great Christopher Walken,
Who's that?
Oh, Christopher Walken.
Jack Antonoff. Hey, you like Jack Antonoff?
He's the producer for Lord.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
from Bleachers, lead singer of Bleachers as well.
Oh, and this is great. I'm looking at June 12th.
This
So
is Josh's birthday.
Josh's birthday. You share your birthday with Dave Franco.
Hey.
Ooh, Adriana Lima. Ooh.
Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah. You met her before, right?
Yes, yeah, I did. I did like a little video thing with her for the radio station. Yeah,
Oh.
sweetheart.
Anyone
Okay,
else?
I'm looking, I don't know, these are like soccer stars, who cares? Let's see. Scroll in. Oh my god, Robin!
Yeah.
No wonder you're always dancing on your own, Josh.
Wow. I mean, I love Robin so much.
I freaking love her
Yeah,
also,
so
yeah.
I think it's an honor to
What's your
share a
favorite
birthday.
Robin song?
Dancing on My Own for sure.
Yeah.
Call Your Girlfriend. I can keep going on, by the way.
I like Fembot.
Oh,
that's
nice.
such
The
a
whole
good song.
Body Talk album, right? By the way,
Yeah.
I shared June 12th with a Singaporean actress, Jesslyn Tay.
Oh my god, Cheng Xiu Zhen.
Yeah.
Who played Dong Fang Pu Bai in Xiao Ao Jiang Hu. I don't know the English version.
Whoa.
I'm very cheetah suddenly, but she is like up there,
Yeah.
okay? But then she left, and then I don't know what happened to her.
Do
She
you
was
guys-
really up there with like Huang Piren and Zoe Tay and Fan Wong. Was this before your time? Kennedy?
Generation gap lah. It's okay.
How you don't know who Jesslyn Tay is?
I know who Zoe Tay and Huang Piren and who's the other one you said? Or Fan Wong. I know who are they,
Yeah.
but it's just
I used to cut out their photos from 8 Days magazine and paste it on my box file and bring it to school. I was
Right.
obsessed last time. Jesslyn Tay.
oh.
I've always loved Jesslyn Tay. She's very lanky.
Beautiful.
So you like her because she's
Beautiful.
lanky?
She has very nice cheekbones, which is why they kind of cast her for the role of Dong Fang Pu Bai. She basically played a guy who castrated herself. Anyway, that's that whole like legend.
Well, on that note, right now we have a special guest that's going to join us on the show. His name is, well, I grew up with him as Ren Hui. Some people call him Renjamin. That's his Instagram handle. We can call him Ren. He is our in-house resident astrologer gay.
Astrolo-gay. Welcome, Ren.
I love the portmanteau, Astrolo-gay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So I love that you mentioned the portmanteau about Astrolo-gay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's really like legit a type of gay. Because you know, like Joshua's a gamer. Like he's a gaming gay.
Yeah, Semjo's a karaoke.
He's a karaoke. He's a karaoke.
Oh, I am.
And I'm like back then when clubs were open, like the clubbing scene gay, that
Yeah.
kind.
Love.
So yeah, I was basically a basic ass, like
Right.
always at the clubs, kind of gay.
Right, your ass.
And we have an astrolo-gay. So tell us more about what it means to be an astrolo-gay and why do you think so many
Astrolo-gay. Astrolo-gay.
Why do you think so many gay men are like drawn to astrology?
Yeah, so many. Do you think that's a trend? Like, what made you get into astrology in the first
Right.
place?
No, I don't think it's just gay men. I think generally queer people kind of like brings together a community. It allows you to be able to relate to something and being kind of rejected, maybe from your church, from communities, from society. You want to turn to something, and like sometimes religion is just not that accessible. I'm not saying that there are gays that are not religious. Like those two worlds can coexist, but
It's like an alternative form of spirituality.
yeah, I would definitely think so. Yeah, for sure.
We need to figure us out. Can you help us out?
Oh my
So-
god, yeah.
All right, so Samjo and I are both Geminis, right?
So I've
That's our sun
heard.
sign.
I love the way you say it, so I've heard, as if like it's very notorious to be a Gemini or
It
something.
is.
Is
What
it
are you
notorious?
saying?
So I'll be honest, I'm not really fully aware of like the horoscope stereotypes because I personally am not into it. But I'm open to hearing more about it today.
I'm very scared for two reasons. First reason is like every time someone tells me about like what I am, what I'm supposed to be, what my destiny is supposed to be, you know, I feel like it might lead to some self-fulfilling prophecy. And yes, the second reason is the last time we tried talking about astrology, we were with Pretty Please and we spilled the chai all over the table. Do you remember that?
Yeah, bad luck.
So I
Wait,
feel
you guys
like
actually spilled the chai?
we did. We did. I'm getting really good juju here today. So please tell
Okay,
us,
no.
give us good news.
Yeah, so I think first things first, I need to correct you on that belief that astrology is gonna like set in stone what your destiny or what you're meant to do. With astrology and learning about your birth chart, it kind of gives you a better understanding of yourself, how your natural predisposition is meant to be. That doesn't define you in any way, and there's always like an evolved version of your sign, of like different aspects of you, and it's just a way for you to grow and like just get to know yourself better.
Yeah.
I'm just so distracted by your voice. It's drawing me in. It's freaking sexy. You have a radio voice. Joshua
Oh my
Simon, watch
God.
out. He's coming for your gig.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very flattered because
Yeah.
I think like I've always been just very self-conscious about my voice, especially.
Why?
I like how I sound when I talk, and then when I hear myself like play it back or whatever, like I'm like, who's that person?
Yeah.
I like your voice.
But you sound great to us,
Yeah.
just so you know. Yeah. I think we're our own like harshest critics sometimes. I hate listening to my voice as well.
Yeah, so sometimes we're our own harshest critics, but I feel like I want to hear what you have to say about Sam Joe with regards to his astrology sign. Astrology sign is his star sign. Because just now you were like, oh, Gemini, so I've heard. And I'm just like, is there something very notorious? We have two
No.
Geminis here today.
Yeah, I know.
The stereotype that I know, because they have like two faces, right? So I always thought that Geminis are, the stereotype is that they're very duplicitous.
Yeah, it's like the Gemini twins. So it's like there's two sides to a coin. They switch from end to end. There's obviously like stereotypes, and it's always funny. Like if you're in the know, like,
Right.
oh, haha, like
let's
that's a
get-
Scorpio, let's avoid that person. But no, like each star sign like has its perks, draws, flaws, everything, but they're all balanced to some degree. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
People just think Geminis are bubbly one moment and then their energy's all down the next just with the switch of a button.
That's me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like Gemini's an air sign, so they're actually really great communicators. They're very good at bringing the community together.
Stop it!
Well, I guess that kind of is congruent with your professions, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That is just your sun sign. If you go through your whole birth chart, like there's the big three: your sun, your moon, and your rising, and that's like how I like to get to know people.
Okay.
The big three, your sun's kind of like your core sign, that's your main identity, but then you also have your moon and rising. It has more to do with your emotions and your inner self, the one that's maybe not the side that you might not show like everyone. And then your rising sign is your exterior, like how you're perceived in general, how you present yourself, your face.
When I was younger, I think when I found out I was an Aries, I was like, yeah, I'm an Aries because I'm that bitch. You know, I'm a fire sign. I am like
Yes.
Princess Azula from Avatar, The Last Airbender. I am a fire sign. And then so for the longest time, my whole self-concept was built on like, I'm a bad bitch. You know, I'm a fire sign. I'm a effing Aries.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I
mean,
don't
that's
know.
Aries energy right there. So-
Yes.
But maybe
This
to
is
be,
Aries season,
no,
right?
to be fair,
is.
maybe what you hear on the podcast and what you see online, maybe it's different in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why there's like sort of the side of you that people perceive you as, and the side that you show other people, and then there's a side that you kind of go home to, right?
Yeah, so like, I mean, I always joke around like my Aries. I think there was one time I was on a date. Like at the start of the date, I said, hey, you know, after like this time, I'm gonna go home. That time came, I was quite smashed, as in I was quite drunk. The guy was like, oh, do you wanna go home? It's like, you said you wanna go home, right? Oh, I feel so bad about this. My Aries side came out lah.
Yes.
I said it in the most like CNN news presenter tone. I was like, if you want to go home, you can go home first. Please don't infantilize me.
Whoa. Damn.
I love that. I'm an Aries rising, so I can also kind of relate.
How many rising are you?
No, I'm a Taurus moon.
Taurus
Aries
moon and
rising.
Aries rising.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I want to guess your sun sign now. This is fascinating. I'm just feeling your energy right
I love it. You're
here.
shrinking the shrink.
I'm
Oh my
just
God,
like,
do
ooh.
it.
I'm just breathing in your scent
Do you
right
think who?
now.
I got the hackers.
I think that you could really be. I'm getting
You're so
very,
full of shit. Just say it.
I'm getting very warm, likable vibes from you. So I'm gonna say you're a Libra.
Oh my God, no. I wanted to like share who I shared my birthday with you guys.
Go for it. Then we'll guess your sun sign from there.
So that one person that I'm like super proud to share my birthday with is Paris Hilton.
I got it already. You're a February baby. I know because I had a February themed party last year, just before COVID, and one of my friends came dressed as Paris.
Oh my God.
So you're Pisces.
No.
Eh, no.
Aquarius.
Aquarius. That's why you get along with Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, air signs.
There you go.
So speaking of compatibility, let's say if you were to pair me with the Geminis, how do Aries and Geminis? Not that I want to date them lah. I mean,
Yeah, please
I
don't.
We weren't
Please.
offering, but
Yeah.
sure.
No, thank you. Swipe left.
I think
Blah.
just utter chaos, honestly.
Is that based on the compatibility in terms of astrology theory, or is that based on like what you're witnessing right now?
No, I think like they're air signs, you're fire. They're just gonna feed your flame.
Oh, right, yeah. I never thought about it that way.
Even though my boyfriend like doesn't believe in astrology, I like forced him to download CoStar and like put in his time of birth, like
You
so I
forced him
can
to download CoStar.
so I can act just so I can see our compatibility like on each of our signs.
Wow.
Back then, when I was still on like dating apps, I was on OkCupid. So one of the questions that they asked, right, was how important is astrology to you? Or like, do you believe in astrology? Something along those lines. Then like for me, I put totally not important for me. I would swipe left. That means I would reject when I see if someone is super into it.
Really?
Wow.
As in, I don't know.
I get it though. Like I am cautious of people who, if I get to know you and we're vibing really well, it's going really well, and then you start checking my birth certificate to figure out whether or not we're compatible for each other. Like when you have to like sort of consult someone else to figure out whether or not I'm worth dating you. I think that's the part that when it becomes sort of a deterrent.
But I think for me, when I was in that mentality at the time, I think it was at a less enlightened stage in my life, because I think I was angry at a lot of things that was happening in the country and with being gay in Singapore. And I think I just became a hardcore atheist, like hardcore. And I was very against spirituality, very against like a lot of things. And I think I've come to a stage where I'm more like spirituality is something that maybe I don't understand, but it's important for other people. It doesn't mean that I cannot get to know someone as a person or even date the person. I think I'm a lot more open to that. That's why I said just now that point about alternative spirituality, right? I've come around to be more open-minded about it, but that was my experience. So like, if anyone's listening and you feel like very judgy about it, I think don't need to be so judgmental lah. If you don't believe, that's fine.
If you don't believe, just fuck off.
Just for Kennedy, we're gonna be reading
Because reading is what?
Fundamental.
The library is open.
It's not that kind of reading, is it? No.
No, it's not.
No, it's not that kind at all. I hope it's good, but
Unless it's a negative, then it is lah.
let's see. Okay, here goes. This is today's reading for Aries. Just because you didn't hit it off with someone the first time you met them does not mean that you will never get along with them. The catch, though, is that you might assume you won't because of that first experience, so you may never bother to try again. The same goes for other things in life. An upcoming chance to do something that you didn't enjoy could bring a big reward. But because you didn't find it interesting in the past, Aries, you might assume it isn't a good idea. Give it a chance anyway, and you may find that the reward alone is enough of a reason to try. I did not get that at all. But
Basically, don't let bad experiences haunt me, and just because it didn't work out something the first time doesn't mean I shouldn't try again.
it's kind of telling you to not be so much of an Aries of a like
But that's who I am.
go
That's my sun
kind of person.
See, it's
And to
keeping you
kind
in check, right?
Yeah, and I think that's also another thing about astrology is you can be evolved and not just embody the stereotype of whatever your sign is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to reject star signs, horoscopes, and all that because I want to live a little bit more like a free spirit, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to just use it as, okay, this is what the stars say I am. Let me use this to help me figure out my life.
Like as a guide, if you like don't even want to like deal with it, but you want to engage on some level, astrology gives you that space to reflect.
Yeah. Okay.
We've heard so much about Ren, the Astrolo-gay. But now let's know Ren as Ren.
Ren is the gay.
Well, I mean, that isn't all that defines him, but let's get to know what Ren, like who Ren is, not what, sorry, who.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a longtime super fan. SG Boys super fan.
Are we different from, now that you kind of sat with us through the whole recording of this episode, are we different from how we come across when
Yes,
you
we
listen
do
to us?
regret-
Well,
being a
Josh,
super
I
fan.
like know you, so that's something else. But no, like honestly, I think like this whole experience so far like has kind of blown me away. Just like how honest you guys are and how like everything's on the table and everything's discussed. But it's like at the same time, it's so much fun.
Yay. Thanks for coming on.
Whatever you hear on Spotify, right, it's Josh's world because he edits everything. Just kidding.
We went to church together at like what?
10 years ago.
Ages ago. And we actually dated for a very short time.
Like a second.
For a second, but things were very...
Josh, let's be honest.
Hey.
No, that's the thing. It never really got to that point.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even like sure of myself.
And then you flew away.
Yeah, for college.
You went to college in America.
I was on the West Coast in a little town called Davis.
Yeah.
UC Davis.
UC Davis.
Right.
Okay.
So after all these years where he's kind of containing his sexuality, not really addressing it, not really expressing it, a friend of mine sends me a WhatsApp video where it's Renhui in a club and there's a drag queen on stage and he's just casually walking, sashaying, and then he does a death drop. And my jaw just dropped.
Okay.
And I literally teared up because I just felt so happy for you knowing you through the years.
Okay, yeah. So that was us in London. We're in Heaven. The Heaven in London.
So Heaven is a very renowned gay bar in London, right?
Yeah, and like so I was there with Rachel actually,
Nice.
and so we were like watching like Drag Race. It was a Drag Race screening night, and so they would have these games in between. They basically like threw me out of my chair and was like, "You need to go, like you need to do it." And so it was like a sachet,
Sissy that walk kind of
Sissy
challenge.
that walk kind of challenge, exactly. And so like as I was like walking back, the drag queen was like, "Where's the sissy?" And I was just like, I was like my first time, but all I knew how to do was like a death drop. So that was like what I did, and everyone like just shut up.
Were you
and-
practicing at home? I'm sure you have.
I have. I mean, it's so much fun, and like watching Drag Race all these years, it's like you always want to like be able to do it, right?
Everyone went, whoa!
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Oh my god, I want to learn for so long, but it's quite difficult to learn, right?
Well, I didn't like do the jump one. I just like slide my leg forward.
Is she gonna jump from there?
Yeah, is she gonna? Okay, not like Aja level.
Yeah,
No,
Right,
no,
not
no,
a coochie slam.
Coochie slam.
I just felt happy that you were finally, it felt like you were free, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but I think that's the funness, but also the danger of like queer life. Back when I knew you, like all those years ago, like I was still in junior college. I was on the canoeing and dragon boat team. Like I was
Ooh.
basically being told like what I was meant to be, like who I was supposed to be, how I was supposed to act, like
Yeah.
how stifling Singapore can be with astrology, with meeting different types of people, with like experiencing gay life. Yeah, I just like got to know myself better, got to know the world better, got to embrace myself. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm so happy for you. Like, I see what you mean now when you say he's grown. So it wasn't Joshua Simon that turned you gay. It was California and London.
That's
California gays.
Oh, cannot the parents say it's like, I shouldn't have sent you to America. you see what the West has done to you, that kind of thing.
I speak from my own experience as
My
well.
mom believes that, fully believes that. I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean, it's what a generation of people believe. They believe that because you're there, you've been influenced in some way. It's like the evil West in their mind and things like that. I don't know.
Renhui, I can actually kind of relate to your experience of, I think even before flying, we kind of knew deep down that, we're gay. I mean, maybe we were out to like some people, but not everyone, and sometimes not even like completely to ourselves. Going overseas, and I know how this is going to sound to some people like, oh, it's like Western indoctrination and everything, but I think we have to stop seeing the world in terms of like East and West. Like, that's just not how things work. I personally, when I went to California as well, I went to Claremont. It wasn't stuff that I hadn't seen before. Like,
Right.
America's very readily accessible in pop culture.
Especially Hollywood, especially California.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All the way from Hollywood Squares to Hit Me Baby One More Time, everything, okay? A lot of it is kind of queer. Going there and like living the experience and seeing how unafraid people were to be in their own skin. That was very inspiring to me, and I made a lot of like really good friends from there, and they also taught me a lot about myself that I didn't necessarily know. And to quote the late great Whitney Houston, I didn't know my own strength. And I really got a lot of strength from these people, like seeing how unapologetically they live their lives. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Yeah.
Yeah, they were unapologetic bitches. Like, you want to do a coochie slam, you want to do a dip, like, do it. You want to sissy that walk, do it. You want to wear a skirt, go ahead and do it. You want to wear heels,
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Break
you want to
free.
get that piercing, right?
Yeah.
You want to get a nipple piercing, you want to get a Prince Albert, go for it.
Hey, I wouldn't encourage
went
the
there.
Prince Albert,
If you have a
but
Prince Albert, how does it go in?
Don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's another episode.
We should get someone with like Prince
Prince
Albert to
Albert.
come and like talk about it. That's a good
I've,
episode,
like
right?
hooked up with someone that had one.
How does it feel inside you?
I'm sure for many gay people, the idea of being able to go to America and live that life, this fantasy that we've always kind of dreamt up or seen through the TV, like why would you ever want to come back to Singapore?
COVID. I didn't have a choice.
Mic drop. Thank you very much for listening.
Well, but I know people who like are gay and have been there and they don't like it. They say, yeah, there's these things that they have certain freedoms there, but they view it in terms of like it comes at a price and a cost. I mean, how do you feel about that?
You just really got to know like who you are.
It's a very
and
individual thing, right?
It is a very individual thing, and you know, there's obviously like grass is always greener. Trade-offs, like I think coming back to Singapore, obviously like Trump was president, America was in a mess with COVID and how things were handled, and I just graduated. I didn't have a job. Yeah, like Singapore's still stable. Like my friends' family are there. I could easily like go back and figure things out.
On from that, that's what really frustrates me sometimes about living here. It's like, why is it an either or thing? You know, some people say like, yeah, you have all those freedoms, but in Singapore we have this. And I'm like, why can't we have both? Like, what? You know what I mean? Why can't we have the economy and the safety and still have rights? Like, to me, it's just like, yeah, why is it always like, people make it sound as if like, if you don't like it here, you can move. Then I'm just like, wait.
This is still your home.
No, it's like, why does it have to be like, just because you want to be Singaporean means you need to be a certain type of conservative or have a certain type of politic? That's not right. Maybe I haven't had my heart broken enough by this country yet. But I mean, I am frustrated lah. So
I, for a long time, thought I'm only going to be completely myself when I'm overseas. I tell myself at 8 a.m. that I'm going to speak a certain way. I'm going to try to like girls and all that. By 2 p.m, I'm sashaying and doing a death drop. Part of me is like, oh, they want me to move overseas and live in the West because they think homosexuality is only in the West. Then maybe that's what I'll just focus and save money and go, no, I'm going to try to make this home as well for me and for other gay men who don't have the ability to move overseas and study, because I've always wanted to go to America and study. I can't. Financially, I cannot do that. But I have a job here. I love my family. My friends are here as well. I'm going to try to make this that place for me.
you know, if you really do genuinely have a better life overseas, I think that you should have the freedom and you shouldn't feel guilty about pursuing that life, you know. Do what makes you happy lah. Like for me and Josh, we're very much rooted here, and that's okay. We should definitely give everyone who feels like that the blessing that they deserve.
But Ren, do you see yourself moving back?
I don't know, honestly. I remember writing my journal like at 15. Oh, I just want to like escape to California. You know, coming to terms with myself, like learning that I was gay and learning that it's just not accepted. And especially when you're like surrounded by people that propagate that and like don't really like support and like embrace you, you just don't really see a life here for yourself, you know? And so I didn't see how I could live here long term, afford to buy a house, get married, have legal protection, potentially have kids. And it's still a struggle today.
Yep.
Coming back, honestly, I must say the younger generation, like I am a little bit blown away by how open-minded they are, how much more like we're discussing about important issues, like social issues like that.
I would say even I'm shocked, even though I'm like born in 97, right? I think, you know, when the protests outside MOE happened, and one of the protesters, they are only like how old, like what, 19? And I'm just like, whoa, this is like, I already thought I'm loud, you know. But yeah, things are changing.
It's exciting. That's why we do this podcast here, where two Geminis, an Aries and an Aquarius can make their own little platform, celebrate the stories that we have, and engage in making that change now. That dream of elsewhere right here.
And even though the stars may not always shine on you the way you want them to be, maybe your moon is like all over the place, and maybe the place that you are living in is not the most perfect, that is devoid of heartbreak. As it does happen, I know that, yeah, we still have each other. And I'm glad you came on today and you now know for a fact that you have 2 extra gay friends in Singapore that you can hit up anytime for a chat. And the same goes out to all of you listeners out there. If you ever feel like you need a kiki, you need to talk to someone, or you just need a listening ear, the SG Boys are here for you.
There you go. You have family here.
And to quote the iconic Paris Hilton that we all love, you know the stars are crazy, I'll show you why.
Yes.
Don't mind wasting my time.
I feel like this is this is the bridesmaid episode where it's like, oh, I have something to say. Consuelo. Mi amor.
Okay, no, I gotta go already.
The SG Boys.
That little gay podcast from Singapore.
Subscribe and find us on Instagram at the SG Boys.
The beliefs, views, and opinions expressed on this podcast are attributable to its hosts only and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, organization, company, or individual.